happens, 'cause the music makes me high. And if I only got one more night, I'm gonna leave out a loud goodbye.
This gonna be the type of night they make.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Mr. Von. Mr. Von Channel Sweatbox. We back, we live, we active here on the channel. Yes, indeed. You know how we do. Still, dodging those digital jabs, baby. Let's talk about Moon Knight, episode 5. We only got one episode left after this. So after we left off, there was a giant hippo, and they were in like some mental asylum after Harold shot him in the chest. What the hell was going on? So it turns out that was the afterlife, and they're dead. Spoiler alert. Now, this episode was cool, man. This was basically the backstory episode, filled in all the blanks while letting us know that, yeah, they really are dead, and they got to get back. They got to get back to the real world. The hippo lady was like the god of, I don't remember what they said her. She was the god. She was the god that's leading them to the afterlife. And in order to get there, they have to balance out their scales with the feather heart and all that. And so they had to go down memory lane, and he had to live through all his traumatic stuff. What created the Steven persona, which was the death of his brother. Well, not that wasn't what created it. He had a brother, and he let his brother drown. He was they went out, and his brother, I'm not going to say he let his brother drown, but his brother drowned, and he survived. His mother blamed him, so she started to abuse and beat him. While his father tried to keep it together, they showed clips of him having birthday parties, and she wouldn't come to the birthday parties in which she did come. She'd be drunk, you know what I'm saying, holding the bottle, the can, or glass in one hand, the can in the other. She's just on her liquored up lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, abusive to her son. And one day it shows him locked in the room, and she's banging on the door, trying to get in. And then you remember that clip of that movie that we saw in a couple earlier, the little cheesy exploration movie. That was the movie he watched as a kid, and that's where the character's name was Stephen Grant, and that's where he took the name from. He just created the character. He just created the DID persona before she came in and started beating him, and it was crazy. We still don't know what's up with the sarcophagus. There's a lot of people thinking that still might be another personality. I don't know. We only got one episode left, so I don't know how they're going to work that out. But, yeah. So they get all of that. We get a lot of backstory. Then we get the backstory of the night where Khonshu came to him. And the first time he became Moon Knight, it was just like he said. His partner betrayed him and killed him, and he got shot. He went and was crawling underneath it. And I loved when he was crawling. The thing that, let me really say again. The thing that this show has done great is just the visuals. Everything with every time you see a shot of the moon, it's great. I love it. But so yeah, you get the shot of him he was about to kill himself. He had been shot. He just was like, I can't deal. Khonshu came to him and was like, what a waste. And that's when he made the deal to become Moon Knight. And yeah, so then we get a lot. Let me see what else what other backstory did we get? It was cool because while they're in like the mental asylum, you see the shot of Steven in the bathroom when he was beating up the thing in the first episode. The shot of when they turn back the sky. Very cool stuff. So then they still haven't balanced out the scale, so they go back out, and she's like, "Oh, we're almost here." And then she starts to see a bunch of souls just falling out of the sky. She's like, they ain't supposed to be here. I think we're supposed to assume that Harold and Amit have started ravaging the real world, and people are dying that ain't supposed to be dying. So I don't know, but it was very good. It was very good. And then we get to the location. What was it? The Gate of Osiris, I believe it was. And his scales still hadn't balanced. So then the souls. Oh, hold on. Let me rewind real quick. I always do this. I always forget something. There was that really cool scene when they were going through the memories, and they go through that room of all the people that Mark had killed while working for Khonshu. And yeah, that was a cool scene. And the little boy said, "Mark, why is there a little kid in a room full of people you killed?" And then that's when we get the story of what happened between him and his brother. So yeah, really good stuff, man. And we also get the story of how the whole thing of why Steven and Mark became, you know what I'm saying, why this current thing started to happen was because his mother died 2 months ago. And he couldn't confront that, and so he kind of had to break, and that's what broke and what brought Steven and Mark to collide with each other, and this whole thing started to unravel because of that. It wasn't because he became Moon Knight for the first time. Believe it or not, that traumatic experience he handled. It was the death of his mother he couldn't handle. So yeah. So then anyway, as they get there to the gate of Osiris, his scales still have imbalance, so the souls come to claim him. So Mark and Steven are fighting him off, and then in the midst of the fighting off, Steven gets tossed over the boat, and he lands in the sands, and he turns to stone. And immediately when that happens, Mark is transferred to the fields of the afterlife, beautiful afterlife, and Steven's just left. So is that the concern? Because now that he's reconciled his past, he doesn't need Steven anymore. So is Steven really gone? Are we done with Steven? I'm sure Layla's gonna have something to say about that, but I don't know. We'll see. Episode 6. This was a very, very interesting episode. I love the character of the hippo. It was, believe it or not, I don't believe I said that. The hippo goddess was extremely entertaining, extremely interesting. The way that she was able to explain all the info dump that we needed in a very humorous and lighthearted way. It was very, the animation on it was very good too, as far as the CGI and all that. It was very well done. How she was all nervous when she first introduced him, like she hadn't done this in a while, so she pulled out the piece of paper. It was hilarious. It was very well done. It was good. Mark's backstory is tragic, man. I mean, his mom was terrible. I mean, I get it. She was traumatized from losing a son, but man, she was beating Mark like it was a hobby. It was bad. But man, this was a very good episode. I like how they developed the backstory, and it seems like we get one of these episodes in every Marvel series. You know what I'm saying? WandaVision had one. Did Hawkeye have one? I'm sure Hawkeye did, because they had to tell the backstory of what happened between I don't remember. But anyway, it feels like we get this a lot, and I'm not mad at it. It's a trope that I don't mind. Still a very good episode. We got one episode left. How are they gonna wrap all this up? I don't know. But I'm here for it. Until next time, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Click those notifications so you know how when we upload. Check out the travel vlogs. I'm gonna have some pretty cool stuff uploaded there pretty soon. Some more Cancun, San Diego, Las Vegas. You know how we do. Until next time. Peace.
I'ma go to the ends with you. I'ma go to the end with you. I'ma go.